Does your morning glass of water ever leave you feeling more drained than refreshed? You're not imagining it. For many older adults, seemingly harmless hydration habits can quietly undermine energy, digestion, and even mental clarity. Our bodies aren't static. They evolve as we age. Practices that once felt invigorating might now clash with your system's changing needs. In this guide, I'll reveal 5 overlooked mistakes seniors make with their morning hydration and share gentle, effective adjustments to help you reclaim your vitality. No extreme measures here, just mindful tweaks backed by science and real-life wisdom. Let's explore how small shifts can lead to brighter mornings. Mistake number 1. Starting your day with freezing cold water. Imagine this. You wake up, shuffle to the kitchen, and pour yourself a tall glass of ice water. It's crisp, refreshing, and feels like the perfect way to shake off the grogginess of sleep. But what if this seemingly harmless habit is secretly sabotaging your mornings? For many seniors, that icy jolt, though momentarily invigorating, can set off a chain reaction of discomfort that lingers for hours. Here's why. Your body, fresh from a night of rest, isn't designed to handle sudden extremes. After hours of stillness, your organs are in a state of delicate balance. Your heart rate has slowed, digestion has paused, and blood vessels have relaxed to conserve energy. Introducing freezing water into this calm environment is like tossing a lit firecracker into a silent library. The shock triggers your stomach to clench, blood vessels to tighten, and your heart to race as it struggles to stabilize your core temperature. For older adults, whose circulatory systems naturally lose flexibility with age, this daily strain can lead to stiff fingers, sluggish digestion, or even lightheadedness. Take the story of Robert, a 73-year-old retired mechanic. For decades, Robert started his day with a frosty glass of water straight from the fridge. It felt clean and pure, a ritual he swore by. But as he entered his 70s, he began noticing odd symptoms. His hands stayed cold long after breakfast, his morning walks left him unusually winded, and his stomach often churned for hours. His doctor ran tests but found nothing alarming, until Robert mentioned his ice-cold hydration habit. The explanation was simple. His body could no longer handle the abrupt temperature shift. The cold water was overwhelming his nervous system, forcing his heart to work overtime and slowing blood flow to his extremities. When Robert switched to water left in a pitcher overnight, cool but not cold, his symptoms vanished within days. "I thought I was doing everything right," he admitted, "but my body needed a gentler start." Why does this happen? As we age, our tissues thin, nerve responses dull, and blood vessels lose elasticity. Cold water doesn't just chill your stomach. It shocks the vagus nerve, a critical regulator of digestion and heart rate. When this nerve is overstimulated, it can slow digestion, reduce blood flow to muscles, and even trigger dizziness. Additionally, your body burns precious energy warming icy water to body temperature, energy that could otherwise fuel your brain, muscles, or mood. Over time, this daily tax adds up, leaving you drained before your day begins. The fix isn't to abandon hydration, but to rethink its temperature. Start by filling a glass carafe before bed and leaving it uncovered on your countertop. By morning, the water will settle to room temperature, cool enough to refresh but gentle on your system. If you miss the crispness, add a slice of lemon or cucumber for a subtle flavor boost. Another trick? Pair your first sips with light movement, like stretching or walking around your kitchen. This gently revs your metabolism, helping your body absorb water without strain. But what if you love that icy sensation? Try redirecting the chill elsewhere. Splash cool water on your face or wrists. It'll wake your senses without stressing your internal systems. Remember, aging isn't about denying yourself rituals, but adapting them. Your body's needs evolve, and honoring that evolution can mean the difference between a day spent battling fatigue and one filled with steady energy. Here's a challenge. For 1 week, swap your usual cold water for room temperature hydration. Pay attention to subtle shifts. Do your joints feel less stiff? Is your mind clearer after breakfast? Does your stomach settle faster? These small clues are your body's way of whispering gratitude. After all, hydration isn't a one-size-fits-all practice. It's a conversation. And as we age, listening closely to what our bodies need becomes the greatest act of self-care. Mistake number 2, overloading your system with a morning flood of water. You know that desperate thirst that hits the moment you wake up? The kind that makes you grab a glass of water and gulp it down like you just crossed a desert? It feels urgent, even necessary. After all, you've gone hours without hydration. But here's the problem. Chugging water first thing in the morning isn't the lifeline you think it is. For seniors, it's more like dumping a bucket of water onto a fragile seedling. The sudden rush overwhelms a body still easing out of rest mode, leaving you bloated, dizzy, or even gasping for air. Let's peel back the layers. Overnight, your body isn't idle. It's quietly repairing, rebalancing, and resetting. Your kidneys slow their filtration to a trickle, your stomach lining patches itself up, and your blood pressure adjusts to the stillness of sleep. When you flood your stomach with water the second you wake, you're yanking these systems from rest to overdrive without warning. Imagine slamming the gas pedal on a car that's still cold. It jerks, sputters, and strains the engine. For older adults, whose organs already work harder to maintain equilibrium, this abrupt demand can trigger nausea, acid reflux, or a sudden dip in blood pressure that leaves you lightheaded. Take Harold, a 71-year-old retired teacher who prided himself on his disciplined routine, a full glass of water gulped before his feet even hit the floor. He believed it primed his body for the day. But over months, he began noticing unsettling symptoms. Mid-morning headaches, a fluttering sensation in his chest, and days where he felt off until lunch. His doctor ruled out heart issues and deficiencies, but dug deeper into Harold's habits. When Harold described his hydration ritual, the doctor explained, "Your kidneys aren't as quick as they used to be. You're overwhelming them before they've had a chance to wake up." Harold shifted to sipping water slowly over 15 minutes while reading the newspaper. The adjustment felt minor, but the results were anything but. His headaches disappeared, his energy steadied, and that unnerving chest flutter vanished. "I thought I was following the rules," he said. "Turns out, my body needed a gentler approach." Here's why this happens. As we age, our kidneys lose some of their filtering efficiency. They can't process fluids as rapidly, and maintaining electrolyte balance, a delicate dance of sodium, potassium, and other minerals, becomes trickier. Drinking too much water too quickly dilutes sodium levels in the blood, a condition called hyponatremia. While severe cases are rare, even mild imbalances can cause fatigue, confusion, or muscle cramps. Beyond that, rapid hydration stretches the stomach, sending conflicting signals of fullness that clash with your need for breakfast. It's like overfilling a balloon. Eventually, something feels strained. Posture plays a hidden role, too. Lying down overnight relaxes the esophageal sphincter, the valve that keeps stomach acid from rising. Gulping water while still horizontal or semi-reclined increases the risk of acid splashing upward, leading to heartburn, a frequent complaint among seniors who drink quickly upon waking. The solution isn't to drink less water, but to pace yourself. Think of morning hydration as a gentle conversation, not a monologue. Start with small, mindful sips, just enough to moisten your mouth and throat. Sit upright for at least 5 to 10 minutes before drinking more, giving your blood pressure time to stabilize and your stomach time to wake up. If morning thirst feels overwhelming, try this trick. Keep a small spray bottle of water by your bedside. A light mist on your tongue can ease dryness without overwhelming your system. Another strategy? Add a pinch of mineral-rich salt or a squeeze of lemon to your water. This boosts electrolytes, helping your body absorb and use the fluid more effectively. For routine lovers, try the 15-minute rule. Sip a quarter of your glass immediately, then pause for 15 minutes before finishing the rest. This gives your kidneys time to catch up and your stomach time to signal when it's had enough. But there's a hidden perk to slowing down. Those quiet moments of sipping water can become a grounding ritual, a chance to breathe deeply and set intentions for the day. For seniors, this practice can ease morning anxiety, sharpen focus, and even revive appetite. a win for both body and mind. Try this challenge. For 1 week, replace your usual morning water sprint with slow, deliberate sips. Notice, does your stomach feel less bloated? Do mid-morning energy crashes soften? Is there less tension in your chest or shoulders? Your body's subtle cues will guide you if you tune in. Hydration isn't a race. It's a steady rhythm, a daily act of kindness to a body that's carried you through decades. By swapping urgency for patience, you're not just drinking water, you're nurturing resilience, one mindful sip at a time. Mistake number 3. Relying on the wrong containers for your morning hydration. Picture this. You've invested in a sleek, colorful water bottle that sits proudly on your nightstand. It's BPA-free, dishwasher-safe, and advertised as eco-friendly. Every night you refill it, sip from it first thing in the morning, and feel good about staying hydrated. But what if that very bottle, despite its claims, is stealthily introducing toxins into your water? Many seniors overlook this risk, assuming all reusable containers are safe. The truth is, materials matter, and even green labels can hide risks that compound over time. Take Evelyn, a 69-year-old retired teacher. She adored her vibrant plastic water bottle, a gift from her granddaughter. It was lightweight, shatterproof, and perfect for bedside hydration. But after months of use, she began experiencing persistent fatigue and a metallic taste in her mouth. Her doctor found no obvious causes until Evelyn mentioned her bottle. Tests revealed elevated levels of phthalates, chemicals linked to hormonal disruption in her system. The culprit? Her beloved BPA-free bottle, which degraded slightly each time she washed it with hot water. Switching to a glass bottle resolved her symptoms within weeks. "I thought BPA-free meant safe," she said. "I didn't realize other chemicals could be just as harmful." Here's the issue. Many reusable plastics, even those labeled safe, contain chemical substitutes like phthalates or bisphenol S, BPS. These substances can leach into water, especially when exposed to heat, like dishwashers, or stored long-term. Over time, they mimic hormones in your body, disrupting thyroid function, metabolism, and even cognitive health. For seniors, whose hormonal systems are already vulnerable due to age-related shifts, this interference can amplify issues like weight fluctuations, brain fog, or unstable moods. The fix isn't to abandon reusable bottles, but to choose them wisely. Opt for inert materials like glass, stainless steel, or certified food-grade silicone. These don't react with water, even when left in warm environments. If you prefer lightweight options, look for stainless steel bottles with protective coatings to prevent metallic tastes. Avoid colorful plastic containers, as dyes can harbor additional chemicals. For those worried about breakage, tempered glass bottles with silicone sleeves offer durability without compromise. Another tip: never reuse single-use plastic bottles like soda or juice bottles. They're designed for short-term use and degrade quickly, leaching microplastics and chemicals. If you're attached to a plastic bottle, check its recycling code. Avoid number 3, PVC, and number 7, miscellaneous plastics, which often contain harmful additives. Stick to number 2, HDPE, or number 5, polypropylene, for safer short-term use, but transition to non-plastic options when possible. But here's a hidden perk of upgrading your container: better tasting water. Glass and stainless steel don't retain odors or flavors, so every sip stays crisp and clean. You might even find yourself drinking more water simply because it feels fresher, a win for hydration and health. Try this challenge. Replace your current water bottle with a glass or stainless steel alternative for 1 week. Notice subtle shifts. Does water taste different? Do headaches or fatigue ease? Does your stomach feel calmer? These small changes are your body's way of thanking you for ditching hidden toxins. Hydration isn't just about quantity, it's about quality. By choosing safer containers, you're not just quenching thirst, you're safeguarding the intricate systems that keep you vibrant. After all, your body deserves water in its purest form, not a cocktail of chemicals masquerading as convenience. Mistake number 4. Overlooking the hidden dance between water and morning medications. You've likely done this 1,000 times. Wake up, swallow your pills with a quick gulp of water, and move on with your day. It feels efficient. After all, your doctor said to take medications with water. But what if this routine is quietly sabotaging the very benefits those pills are meant to deliver? For seniors, the way water interacts with medications, timing, temperature, and quantity can turn a simple act into a minefield of discomfort or even reduced efficacy. Take the example of Helen, a 74-year-old retired librarian. She took her thyroid medication religiously every morning with a large glass of cold water, believing she was doing everything right. Yet she struggled with persistent fatigue and brain fog. Her doctor adjusted her dosage repeatedly, but nothing helped until a pharmacist asked about her routine. Cold water slows digestion, the pharmacist explained. Your medication isn't absorbing properly because your stomach's too chilled. Helen switched to room temperature water and waited 30 minutes before eating. Within weeks, her energy rebounded and her mind felt sharper. I never imagined water temperature mattered, she said, but it changed everything. The issue lies in the delicate balance of how medications work. Some pills need stomach acid to dissolve effectively, while others require food to buffer irritation. Chugging water could dilute stomach acid, slowing absorption or washing pills into the intestines too quickly. Conversely, too little water might leave pills lingering in the esophagus, causing irritation or even ulcers, a risk that grows with age as tissues thin. For example, osteoporosis medications like alendronate demand a full glass of water and upright posture to avoid esophageal damage, while diuretics require careful hydration to prevent electrolyte imbalances. Timing is another silent culprit. Drinking a large volume of water right after taking medication on an empty stomach can trigger nausea or cramping, as a sudden influx stresses a digestive system still waking up. Pair this with certain medications, like NSAIDs or blood thinners, and the risk of stomach irritation skyrockets. Even something as simple as taking a pill with ice-cold water can slow digestion, delaying the medication's effects when you need them most. The fix isn't complicated. It's about precision. First, read the fine print. Many medications specify whether to take them with food, after meals, or on an empty stomach. Thyroid medications, for instance, often require an empty stomach and no food for an hour. Second, moderate your sips. Use just enough water to swallow the pill comfortably, about half a cup. Avoid gulping, which can flood your stomach and disrupt absorption. Third, mind the temperature. Stick to room temperature water to avoid shocking your digestive system. But there's a deeper layer here, interactions between multiple medications. Seniors often take several pills daily, and washing them all down with one glass of water can lead to chemical clashes or uneven absorption. For example, calcium supplements can block the absorption of antibiotics if taken too close together. Spacing medications by 1 to 2 hours and consulting a pharmacist about timing can prevent these hidden pitfalls. Try this experiment. For 1 week, track how you take your medications. Note the water temperature, volume, and timing relative to meals. Observe, does nausea ease? Do you feel more alert? Does your stomach feel calmer? These subtle shifts reveal how small adjustments can optimize your health. Hydration and medication are pillars of wellness, but their intersection demands mindfulness. By refining this daily ritual, you're not just swallowing pills, you're ensuring they work for you, not against you. Mistake number 5, skipping the vital link between hydration and morning nutrition. You've heard it countless times. Drink water as soon as you wake up. So you do, religiously. But here's the catch. Hydrating on an empty stomach without pairing it with even a bite of food can leave you feeling shaky, foggy, or drained by mid-morning. Think of it like pouring fuel into a car, but forgetting the engine oil. Your body needs both fluids and nutrients to function smoothly. After hours of fasting overnight, your blood sugar dips, electrolytes dwindle, and your brain craves energy to kickstart the day. Gulping water alone rehydrates you, but does nothing to address these gaps. Worse, it can dilute stomach acid and electrolytes further, leaving you lightheaded or fatigued. Take Martha, a 72-year-old retired teacher who swore by her detox routine: 2 glasses of water followed by black coffee, nothing else until lunch. She believed she was cleansing her system, but by mid-morning, her hands trembled, her focus frayed, and she often felt irritable. Her doctor discovered mild electrolyte imbalances and low blood sugar. "You're flushing out minerals and starving your brain," he explained. Martha started pairing her water with a handful of almonds or a boiled egg. Within days, her energy steadied and the fog lifted. "I thought I was doing right by my body," she said. "Turns out, I was missing half the equation." The science is clear. Water transports nutrients in its cells, but without those nutrients, hydration is incomplete. Sodium and potassium, lost overnight through sweat and urine, are critical for nerve and muscle function. Water alone can't replenish them. Your brain, meanwhile, runs on glucose, which plain water doesn't provide. For seniors whose bodies struggle to regulate blood sugar and mineral balance as efficiently as they once did, this oversight can worsen muscle weakness, confusion, or even dizziness that leads to falls. The fix isn't a full breakfast, just a small, nutrient-rich bite to prime the pump. Try a slice of avocado toast for potassium and healthy fats, a boiled egg for protein, or a banana for quick natural sugars and fiber. If solid food feels unappealing early, blend a simple smoothie with spinach, almond milk, and a spoon of nut butter. These choices stabilize blood sugar, replenish electrolytes, and signal your metabolism to wake up gently, avoiding the cortisol spike that leaves you jittery. By marrying hydration with nutrition, you're not just quenching thirst, you're giving your body the tools to thrive. Notice the difference: steadier energy, sharper focus, fewer cravings. It's a small shift with profound ripple effects. After decades of caring for others, isn't it time to care for yourself with the same precision? Conclusion. Let's pause for a moment and reflect. How many mornings have you started with habits you believed were healthy, only to feel subtly off as the day unfolds? The truth is, even small choices, like the temperature of your water or the speed at which you drink it, ripple through your entire well-being. Aging isn't about clinging to routines that once worked. It's about adapting with grace to your body's ever-changing needs. The 5 mistakes we've explored aren't failures, they're opportunities. Opportunities to trade icy shocks for gentle hydration, rushed gulps for mindful sips, and plastic convenience for safer, cleaner choices. They're reminders that medications deserve thoughtful timing, and that water alone can't replace the fuel your brain and muscles crave. Each adjustment is a quiet act of self-respect, a way of saying, "I've carried this body through decades of life. It deserves my kindness now." Imagine a week where mornings feel lighter, where your hands stay warm, your stomach stays calm, and your mind stays sharp. Picture energy that builds steadily instead of crashing, digestion that hums along without protest, and a sense of control over how you feel. These aren't distant goals. They're within reach, hidden in the details of your daily routine. So tomorrow, try just one change. Swap that ice-cold glass for room temperature water. Sip slowly while gazing out the window. Trade a plastic bottle for a stainless steel one. Pair your hydration with a handful of nuts or a piece of fruit. Notice what shifts. Your body will whisper its gratitude in subtle ways. Less stiffness, steadier hands, a quieter mind. You spent a lifetime caring for others. Now, it's time to care for yourself with the same tenderness. Hydration isn't just about water. It's about honoring the vessel that's carried you this far. Start small. Stay curious. And remember, aging isn't a decline, it's a refinement. Every mindful choice is a step toward mornings that don't just begin but truly ignite. And if these tips resonated with you, do me a small favor. Hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already. Every click helps me create more content that empowers seniors like you to thrive. Don't forget to tap the little bell icon too, so you never miss a video packed with practical, science-backed advice. Like what you learned here? Give this video a thumbs up. It takes 2 seconds, but makes a huge difference in helping others find this channel. And if you know a friend or family member who'd benefit from these tips, share it with them. Aging well is a team effort, and your support helps us all grow stronger. Drop a comment below telling me which tip you'll try first, or share your own hydration hack. I read every message and love hearing how these small changes transform your days. Your insights might just inspire someone else. Thank you for trusting me with your time today. Together, let's make every morning a little brighter, one mindful sip at a time. Until next time, stay curious, stay hydrated, and keep shining.